Hello, Wanjiru Kiama is my name, a psychological counselor, and today I want to talk on the same about families, because I've experienced and I have seen that families have issues and they need help. So today I want to speak about the family, and I'll start with marriage, because out of marriage is where children come from. And so the first people to join is the man and the woman. And it's like today we have forgotten our roles as men and women in marriage. And I feel that it's good to say something about it, and say that it started in the Garden of Eden, and that is where God decided to call the man the head. And he gave him a lot of responsibility to give the names to the animals, to give the whole environment a touch. And then God looked at him, and so he was lonely. And this is when he came up with the idea of the woman. And he said, when he created Adam, he said, "Let us make a man in our image." And that is why I like reminding all the men that they are like God. And when they don't behave like God, then they are out of the way. And they need to come back to the way, because God is love, God is security, God is a provider. And so every man should be like God, because it is his mouth that said that man should be like God. So I want to address those men that forgot their responsibility. Please come back, because it is God who has said you are the head of that home, you are the provider, you are the security. It's too bad that some women are even security of themselves and they have husbands. So after that, God looked at this man and said he's lonely. And he said again, let us make him a helper. And I always tell women that that was the first appointment in heaven, because God did an appointment and called somebody a helper. Helper to who? Helper to the man. And in fact, I take this very seriously, because after the woman was created, that is the only time this man smiled. And he said, surely this is the flesh of my flesh and the bone of my bones. She shall be called woman. Nobody told him. This was very powerful from heaven. And so I always remind women that our appointment came from heaven, and we should surely be helpers to our men, because sometimes they are helpless. And this is the only time he loved. And even today when you attend a wedding, everybody is asking for the bride. Why? Because this is the helper. And everybody knows this man has become lucky. He has gotten a helper. The reason why I decided to do this course is because I have interacted with families, children, the youth, and I could see that some of the people are suffering from unfinished businesses, with maybe marriage, being a youth, being a child in that home. And I feel that everybody should be helped to go well with the direction that God took him. That is, when you are a married man, you should know it is your responsibility to provide. And I always make fun and say, there are some men even who have forgotten their security. Imagine it is night and he's telling the wife, go and check on the gates. You close the gates, ufunge gates, uangalie ng'ombe, naye analala. I want to remind the men that is their work, and they should do that, because the woman is not security. Then, this woman who was brought, latest, we have seen them killing each other. And this was not the plan of God. Why are they killing each other? Because of just one word, provocation. And the women are rebelling because the men have refused to help them. They have refused to give them security. They have refused to love them, because God is love. So a man should love his wife. And the Bible also talks about it, that the man should love the wife the way Christ loves the church. And therefore this is missing. And when it is missing, it has led to even unfaithfulness. People are getting out of marriage. And once you are caught, of course you are killed. And when I see them killing each other like this, I am saying they need help. Nobody is supposed to die. Nobody is supposed to commit suicide. Others are pushed to the wall until they commit suicide, including men who are supposed to be like God. God does not fear, but men are fearing the women, and some are committing suicide. Others are killing their wives. Some wives are killing children. They are killing their husbands. And that is why, at least today, I'm happy that Kenyans have embraced counseling. And personally, they come to me. And we have worked together, because counselors are not supposed to advise. Counselors are supposed to walk with you until you make the right decision and you see where you're supposed to be. And they just get into your shoes and walk with you. So the marriage is meant to be the happiest. And I say it is missing some ingredients. We just sit in the house with my husband looking at each other like zombies. A man and a wife are supposed to express love, romance. Today's marriage has no romance. You touch a woman like this and you are the husband, she's asking you, uko na wazimu? We have forgotten what is supposed to be marriage. Marriage should be full of love, full of romance, full of helping each other, full of getting into each other. And people laugh when I tell them, zamani, our old gukas and the grandfathers, you could hear them calling their wives by the name of their dads, which is very romantic. Mwaliwa Kamau, daughter of Kamau, and she would come running. Today, it is like the house is wale wanakaa ni kama wife ni OCS na bibi ni OCPD. Unajua kwa station hakuna kucheka, ni dio afade. The homes have become that. And we should come out of that. We should love. Imagine zamani you could hear a man singing for his wife. Those romantic songs. There are so many today. And you know, when I sing them, when I'm talking to people, they think I'm crazy. But I tell people, if you sing to your wife and you tell her, my woman, my everything, atapika hata kama you have come with me 32. You are coming dancing and singing, my woman. And then she's there cooking for you. Anakuimbia nikikutazama, moyo wa yoyoma, kipenzi changoro, yo. Nakuyanza, ninayanzwa. You wait. Lakini because you have nothing to do and there is nothing to entice you, you keep asking, kwani hii chakula unapika na kando? Si unatukanana. Naye anakuambia ulikuwa umenunua gas. These are the little nitty-gritties that we need to put in our marriages, and the marriages are going to be a little heaven on earth, because that is what God meant. Why did Adam laugh? He looked at that figure, you know. People don't like talking some things. Eve had no clothes. Si hawakuwekwa nguo. Kwa hivyo she was that shape. And when Adam looked at that shape, he was really happy, because, you know, I always tell men to forgive me, but I say them, they are not shape. Hawana shape sana. So this was the first person to come with a shape. And he could look at the size 8 and he would say yes. And this is what made Adam happy. But in our homes, we are lacking so many things. And that is why I say we should love each other so that our children can copy us. Children are copying fights because most of us are fighting. This one of fighting, abusing each other, talking badly to each other, it is not going to give out good children. And it will go to the second and third and fourth generation. Therefore, in a short time, the country will be lacking leaders, and that is what we don't want. We want families that are going to bring up children who will see love. Like me, I think I experienced love in my home when I was growing. I saw them. Even when I got married, my dad would tell me, and he's telling me about mother, and she's telling me, you know, my wife was telling me, unaona that guy, he's so proud of the wife. That is what we need, to feel each other, to be in each other in marriage. And even as we walk, we don't need to explain. Some even in church, you can see, one is 3 meters away from the wife, wanaanza signs, bibi ndiye amebeba vitabu, mzee anamfanya. Why can't you sit next to your husband so that if he needs a Bible, you give him? If he needs the song, the praises song, book, unampatia. So in essence, marriage should be a place where we should enjoy. And one thing leads to another. You enjoy romance. You enjoy all the basics of living. We say the basics are food, water, shelter, but even as psychologists, we add sex. It is a necessity, and that is the one that has killed homes. So why am I talking about all these problems? Am I discouraging people, or am I telling them to walk out of marriage? No, I am saying there is help. And as I was talking, I said, Kenyans have started to embrace counseling. And because God hates divorce, you can save your marriage by not going for a divorce, but going for help. You can go for counseling, especially the two of you, because you don't understand yourself. You know, we talk about the Johari's widow. There is that part you don't know even what you do or who you are, and the other partner knows you. It is good that people in marriage, when we see we are not working together, we go seek for help. There are many counselors, there are many pastors, there are many... Counseling is all over, and you need help. And we need to help each other and maintain the marriages and maintain the family and keep it happy. Because I cannot imagine me being in a marriage where I'm not happy. I'm pretending. And I'm pretending to live there, and I'm pretending all is well. Especially the Christians, they are used to saying, mi nakupea Mungu. Mungu anataka you take a step. You cannot sit there and tell your husband, continue drinking that way. Nimekupea Mungu mpaka apende. God has given us free will to do what we can to enhance our marriages and enhance our families. And so it is very important to go for help, for counseling, and our homes are going to be happy. Our families are going to be families to be envied. And even the country will experience, because when a family is done and nothing is happening, even the church, even the nation, even the schools, nobody enjoys. And so when we work on the family, we are going to now help the church, the school, the nation, and what have you. Thank you for listening to me, na tutaendelea kuonana. Mungu awabariki.